Greetings, my name's Kelly Mulholland, and this is my wife Donna, and we call ourselves Still on the Hill. We're a folk duo, and we've been traveling the country for about 20 years now, playing songs that we've written. Our anchor actually has become story songs about folks that we've met in the Ozark Mountains, where we live.
Yeah, and just when you thought all the great folk art stories had been told, along comes Ed Stilley, the preacher man of Hogscald Holler, Arkansas. Isolated deep in the Ozark Hills, Ed lived his life as if the second half of the 20th century had never happened. And on the basis of a mysterious directive from God, he created over 200 musical instruments and gave them all away, mostly to children. Made entirely from wood scraps and metallic odds and ends, every one of these rough-hewn creations is utterly unique and a masterful piece of art.
It's interesting that Ed Stilley himself had no need or desire for recognition. His motivation was really one entirely of devotion.
As a folk duo, we write lots of songs, but we never expected to be writing a book. But here we are.
That's true. And our book, True Faith, True Light, The Devotional Art of Ed Stilley, published by the University of Arkansas Press, will make Ed's art and story available to the rest of the world at last.
It's a beautiful hardbound book that documents Ed's life and process, along with exquisite photos and x-rays of his instruments.
I suppose this book was actually born of necessity. It's simply a story that had to be told, and we are very honored to be the ones who could tell it.
Yeah, and to mark the release of True Light, True Faith, we are offering a multi-dimensional traveling museum, a concert and presentation of Ed Stilley and his work, and a book signing at each event. This program is a portal into the life work of one of the great unsung American folk artists of our time. We have a collection of actual Ed Stilley instruments, including one guitar that's mounted on a stand for hands-on interaction. Then there's an array of historic art prints depicting Ed working at his Hogscald Holler homestead, along with a collection of large X-ray images that reveal the extensive arsenal of metallic objects found within the instruments. In the X-rays, it's easy to see the saw blades, pot lids, glass bottles, and door springs. They're all in there, and as Ed tells it, to better speak the voice of the Lord.
In the year 2013, we curated the first show of Ed Stilley's work at the Walton Art Center in Fayetteville, Arkansas. We filled 3 rooms with photographs, instruments, and the event turned our whole community inside out. Folks were moved to tears in the presence of his work.
Somehow, Ed Stilley's story touches everyone deeply. His unbridled willingness to try darn near anything to make a working musical instrument, his ability to work far outside the lines of conventional instrument building practices, all this, along with selfless motivation and pure devotion, add up to an utterly unique and powerful presentation.
Donna and I are storytellers as much as we are musicians, and our concert will include all sorts of anecdotes and insights into Ed Stilley's world.
We look forward to sharing this fabulous story with your community as well.
Ed Stilley, he's a clever man. He used whatever he had on hands, pots and pans and metal things, to help him make them guitars ring. Well, he taught me that I could do most anything I wanted to.